Hello, young lords, viewers, learners, students. Welcome to this session. I am going to talk about a shadow, a beautiful short story by R K Narayan. Let me first tell about the author R K Narayan, whose full name is Rasipuram Krishnaswami Iyer Narayanswami, popularly known as R K Narayan, was born on 7 May 1906 in Madras Presidency in India. R K Narayan was a prolific writer. He wrote many novels and short stories. Among his novels are Maalgudi, which appeared earlier, then Swami and Friends in 1935, The Guide in 1958, The English Teacher in 1945, The Bachelor of Arts in 1937, The Dark Room in 1938, Maalgudi. R K Narayan won many awards. He was awarded Film Awards for Best Story, Padma Bhushan Award and Padma Vibhushan as well. R K Narayan wrote many short stories. His short stories depict Indian life in different hues and colors. A Shadow is a beautiful short story by R K Narayan. There are only two characters in this short story, A Shadow. One is Shambhu, a schoolboy, and other is his mother. The narrator, who is unnamed, narrates the story. In the beginning of the story, the narrator tells that Shambhu is very curious to see a film. The film is going to be released shortly. The film is directed by his father and acted by him. But his mother is very sad. She thinks that the release of this film will remind her of her past life. The film will remind her about her husband who died 6 months earlier. Therefore, Shambhu's mother does not want that the film should be released. The title of the film is Kumari. On the one hand, Shambhu is very happy that the film is going to be released shortly, in which his father had acted and directed. On the other hand, his mother is unhappy because the film will screen the past events, unpleasant events that went through her life. The film is released. Shambhu is an 8-year-old school boy. He goes to a school. When he comes to know that film titled Kumari is released, he requests his mother to allow him to go to the theater, to go to the cinema hall to watch the movie. His mother, Shambhu, also requests his mother to go to the cinema hall along with him and watch the movie together. But Shambhu's mother is not ready to go to the theater, to the cinema hall to watch the movie in which her husband had acted and which was directed by her husband. So, Shambhu's mother is not going to watch the movie. She gives 4 aanas, paise, to Shambhu to go to the film, to go to the cinema house, to go to the theater to watch the movie. At a school, he also tells his friend to accompany him to in watching the film in which his father acted. But the boy, his friend, could not accompany Shambhu because he thought that it would be wastage of time. Shambhu, taking 4 aanas from his money, went to watch the movie. He went to the hall, he sat there. When the advertisement started on the big screen of the hall, Shambhu is very excited to see his father acting in the film. He patiently waits for the action of his father on the big screen. After the trailer is over, his father appears on the big screen of the hall, of the cinema hall. Shambhu watches the film with great joy, with great excitement, with great delight. His father acts very nicely in the film. The title of this film is Kumari. In this film, her father asks her daughter named Kumari to stop study and stop going to a school. But Kumari told her father that she was interested in a study, she should be allowed to study. Her father shows her a school task, and he was very happy to see that his daughter was doing better in her studies. So he stops the proposal of her marriage and allows her to get education. Her father gives a mathematical problem, arithmetic problems to solve her daughter, and her daughter is so intelligent, so brilliant that she solves the arithmetic sums in no time, easily and correctly. So he allows her daughter to get full education. Now, in the real life, Shambhu's father asked Shambhu to solve problems from mathematics. Shambhu was not so intelligent, so his father became angry with Shambhu at some times. But in the film, Kumari is a mathematician. She is very intelligent in her education. Shambhu reminisces all these things watching the film, watching the movie. All the events come alive in his mind about his father. He feels as if he is meeting his father, he is talking to his father, he is sitting along with his father in the theater. He is very delighted, he is very happy. When Shambhu comes back, his mother has been waiting for him. She was eager to listen to the story of the film. Shambhu narrates the story of the film. He narrates how his father has nicely acted in the film Kumari. Shambhu again and again requests his mother to go to the theater to watch the film. But Shambhu's mother refuses to go to the theater. Now, it was the last time of the film, so Shambhu again requests his mother to go to the theater. This time, his mother agrees and she goes to the theater to watch the film along with her son. Shambhu's mother sits in the women's class. Shambhu sits in the men's class. When advertisement starts, Shambhu's mother is okay, she looks normal, but she expects that very soon her husband will appear on the biggest screen. So after the trailer is over, the film starts. The husband of the lady, the woman, appears. He is acting in the film. He is shown reading a newspaper, sitting on a chair. Now Shambhu's mother realizes the real days that she has spent with her husband. Many things come alive. But in the real life, her husband was reading newspaper. The wife became very angry. She told him he is always busy in reading newspaper. And after some time, when she goes to him, he finds him dead in the chair. He dies. But in the film, her husband is reading newspaper In the film, he is not shown to be dead. He is sitting in the newspaper, and the newspaper covers his face all of a sudden. Now there is a commotion in the women section of the hall. There is huge and cry. People rush to them. They say, accident, accident, accident. But it was Shambhu's mother who has fainted to see the scene of her husband. The scene is so pathetic that Shambhu's mother is unable to stand it. She faints. Then Shambhu takes her to the corridor. He brings a horse cart. He takes his mother his home and he serves her. Then Shambhu and Shambhu's mother become normal. They begin to live happily. Now there are only two important characters in this short story. One is Shambhu and the other is his mother. Now, so far as the themes are concerned, love, loneliness, loss, love for husband, love for wife, all these things go to make up the major themes of the story, Shadow. A Shadow is a very heart-moving and pathetic short story that sketches the character of Shambhu and Shambhu's mother. Shambhu is a flat character while Shambhu's mother is a round character. That's all.